Hello class, welcome back to our distance learning program. So you are now watching the first video lessons, and the first video lessons is about the writing break 3 lesson. As you already know, you have learned the process of writing, which contained 6 steps of writing, and I also give you some tips and techniques on how to do the brainstorm. So in this video, we will study the paragraph writings. Here are the 3 contents that we will learn. So the first one, you will be able to define what is paragraph, and then you will learn the part of paragraph, what make up the paragraph. Last but not least, how to identify and write topic sentences. So without any further ado, let's start with the definitions of paragraph. So the question is, what is a paragraph? If you are asked this question, what is your response? Can you give the definitions of the paragraph? Right. If you look at these 3 dots that contain 3 main information here, it is the definition of the word paragraph. So paragraph is a group of sentences about a single topic. And together, the sentences of the paragraph explain the writer's main idea. So main idea is the most important idea about the topics. And last but not least, in academic writing, for example, your schoolwork, your writing during your test or your final exam, most of the time it is often between 5 and 10 sentences, but it can be longer or shorter depending on the topics. So the question is, how many sentences, how many words should I write? The answer based on the topic. If the topic is very simple, describe your best friend, describe your favorite person, it can be 150 to 200 words. But if we talk about the cause of pollution, we talk about the effects of climate change, we talk about the process of making some things, it will be a little bit complicated, so the number of the word will increase based on the topics. So here are the meaning of the paragraph, right? Is a group of sentences about a single topic. To understand it much better, let's look at the paragraph. And this paragraph is about one country, which is Switzerland. So something interesting at every turn. So as you can see, the name of the writer, Ken Jones, is the writer of this paragraph. So this is a paragraph. Why we call this a paragraph? Because it talks about one's topics only. The main topics of this paragraph is about one country. So to learn more about the paragraph, I would like all of you to read this along with me to get a better views of what paragraph is. So if you dream of traveling to a country with beautiful mountains, delicious food, wonderful places to go sightseeing, and polite people, you should visit Switzerland. If you look at the map, the first thing you notice is that Switzerland has many mountains, including some of the highest in Europe. Climbing or skiing down the mountains is great fun. Another thing you will notice is that Switzerland shares its borders with 5 different countries: French, Germany, Italy, Austria, and Liechtenstein. So this country, I find it a little bit difficult to pronounce because the fact is this is a small country. So in fact, there are 4 official languages in Switzerland: Germany, French, Italian, and Romance. All these groups of people make Swiss culture very interesting. Finally, New Zealand has many cities and interesting places to visit. Cities such as Bern have modern buildings like the Pockley Zentrum. I have no idea what it looks like, this one. Yet, the traditional alpine refuge in the mountains show that the country's old traditions are still alive. All the people, places, and things to see definitely makes Switzerland a great place for a holiday. So this is a paragraph, and the definition of the paragraph, you remember that, is talk about one single topics. As you can see in this paragraph, the main topic of this paragraph is about Switzerland. Okay, so this is a paragraph. So to understand this paragraph, here are three questions. So the first one, what is the topic sentence, or what is the topic of the paragraph? Mostly, the topic of paragraph is about Switzerland, which is the countries. So what is the main idea about the topic? So when you read, what is the most important things? So the main idea is it is a country with beautiful mountains, delicious food, wonderful places to go sightseeing, and to meet polite people. So this is the main idea which describe the topics. So what idea have explained the main idea? So to support the main idea of the topics, there will be some examples, some sentences in order to give more information about the main idea. So here are ideas that help explain the main idea. So we call the country with a beautiful mountains. What to do with these beautiful mountains? You can climb them and skiing down. The mountain is very fun. So the border with 5 countries, we have French, Germany, so on and so forth. This information gives a better view of the geographical location of the country, which is Switzerland. 4 languages and many city and interesting place to visit. These are the information that talk about the topic of the paragraph and support the main ideas. So as you already know the definitions of the paragraph, what are the main part in the paragraph? Actually, there are 3 main parts in the paragraph. We have the topic sentence, we have the supporting sentences, and the concluding sentence. So the topic sentence is the main idea of the paragraph, or some people call it introduction, generally known as introduction. It is usually the first sentence of the paragraph, and it is the most general sentence of the paragraph, or in another word, it is the introduction. So the supporting sentences, as you can see, the word sentences is written in a plural form, which indicate that in this part there are more than just 1 or 2 sentences, but there are more than that, in order to give the detailed information about the topic. So we call the body paragraph in this part. Last but not least, the concluding sentence. So this may be found at the last sentence of a paragraph. It can finish a paragraph by repeating the main idea. So repeating the main idea, or in another word, we call it the summary, or just giving a final comment about the topic, which is the author or the writer opinions. So moving on to the last agenda of our video lesson. So the last one is how can you identify and write a topic sentence. So to understand this, a topic sentence usually comes first in a paragraph. It's not always. So remember, most of the time it can be in the first in a paragraph, but it can be located elsewhere. The topic sentence gives the writer an idea or opinion about the topic and help the reader understand what the paragraph is going to talk about. So to understand much better, let's look at this activity, which is circle the topic of the sentence and underline the main idea about the topic. If you look at sentence A, Switzerland is a very interesting country to visit. So Switzerland is the topic of this sentence. To support the topics, we have the main idea, which is this country is very interesting to visit. Moving on to sentence B, dog make excellent pet. So the topic of this sentence must be dog. So we need to circle this. Dog make excellent pets. Excellent pet, right? So excellent pet is the main idea which describe the dog. Let us see, a really good place to study is the library at my school. So the topic of this sentence is good place to study. And what is the good place to study? The library at my school is the main idea. Sentence D, learning a foreign language creates job opportunities. So it might be the advantages of learning a foreign language. So for learning foreign language is the topic, and to support this we have the main idea, which is create job opportunities. Football is my favorite sport. So my favorite sport is the topic. Why? What is your favorite sport? It's football. And why you like football? Because it is exciting to watch. It is the main idea we use to describe the topics. One of the most valuable tools for students is the computer. So what is the topic? Sure, the topic is the computer is the topic. As you can notice here, the topic can come at the end of the sentence. So one of the most valuable tools for students is the computer. So this topic is about the computer. So to describe the computer, it's considered as one of the most valuable tools for students in terms of education. So letter G, my sister and I have very different personality. So the topic must be my sister and I. And then the main idea is very different personalities. H, summer is the best time to travel in my country. So summer is the topic. So summer, and then the best time to travel in my country is the main idea. My hometown is a friendly place to live. So this topic is about hometown, and the paragraph may write to describe the hometown. And the main idea is a friendly place to live. So everyone, as you have seen this example, in the paragraph writings, the topic sentence is very important. It has the topic itself and the main idea. It gives you the idea of what you are going to write about. Let me give you one example. The last one, my hometown is a friendly place to live. It is a good topic sentence. Why? Because you can explain more about your hometown. Why you say it's friendly? How many reasons that you think it's friendly? So you can draw more mind map in order to get more information. You say your hometown is friendly to live because they are good people, because there are a lot of good place to visit, or there are a lot of job opportunities. So it depends on you, but make sure you have a good topic sentence to start your writings. So everyone, that's it for our first video session. I hope that our three main objectives, you are able to define the definition of the paragraph, you understand the component or the main part of the paragraph, Last but not least, you also learn how to write a topic sentence and the main idea. So everyone, it's the end of our first session and enjoy your short break. We will come back and continue our second sessions.